Okay, once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Viewpoints with me, your boy, the man, Angie to the City. Rapper, singer, songwriter, producer, mixer, a lot of other things as well. Today is July 30th, 2017, and the real reason for this episode of the Viewpoints is mainly to talk about sports, most notably Blake Bortles. Most notably, Marrone concerned about Blake Bortles' 5 interception practice. But let me get into some other music things right quick before I get into Blake Bortles and his performance and what we should have done in this past year's draft. Once again, the Back to School album will not be coming out on August the 10th, which is the day which St. Johns County goes back to school. It will not be out on August the 10th. It will be out in September. You're probably like, why not be out on August the 10th if that's the time y'all go back to school? Because the majority of the songs I don't have written yet on the Back to School album, and then the majority of them I don't have recorded yet. You're probably like, well, can't you record them in the span of, this upcoming next week and then get that out? I could, but I'd rather go ahead and take my time producing the Back to School album, because even the Power of Influence album, I took too much time for the Power of Influence album, and everything still didn't come out as 2020 as I would have liked it to come out. So Back to School album would definitely be more like every album I produce is hands on, but I'm trying to say that the Back to School album will hopefully be more 2020 on focus, because Power of Influence was good, but it wasn't 2020 on focus. Like legitimately, my overall grade for that album, if not a B, should be a C plus. My overall grade for that album should be a C plus. The layout of it, all of the music I put on it, the overall impact that it probably has on the culture, if it has any impact. Like the impact of the album when it comes to all the messages of it should have a 100% all the way through. But then the production of, I want to say when it comes to the flows and the beats, some of those songs on that album, the flows didn't match the beats for at least, or they didn't match. They didn't fully match the beats for at least maybe, 1 or 2 paragraphs, or even half a song. But yeah, I put it on there because, it still, to a certain degree, made somewhat sense when it comes to, I guess, another Pacific flow, I guess you could say. But the point is, Back to School album will not be released on August the 10th. That will be released in September. I really would rather I would guess do more of I really don't have an excuse other than the excuse I already gave. Like I say, I don't have any of the songs. I have like half the album recorded, but the Back to School album, like I say, I think it's just best to go and release that in September, and in the meantime release another stopgap project that is supposed to be like my Heart and Soul album, Heart and Soul R&B album. It's not the Heart and Soul R&B album, but if you listen to the content of this project that I am going to drop August the 10th, you would think that this is definitely something like, once you hear the Heart and Soul album itself, you're going to think to yourself, or at least if at least for me, knowing as I'm writing the playlist, you would assume that this new album definitely packs some of the feelings that the Heart and Soul album should pack whenever that were to come out. But most definitely, this album that I'm dropping on August the 10th is definitely an album for it's not a back to school. It's not fully a Back to School album. Like the full Back to School album is coming in September. But the purpose of this album's release on August the 10th is to say, I do want to give y'all a project that y'all can listen to on that week, on that, I guess, that 4-day span, or really that entire 5-day span of Thursday, Friday, and then you carry it on to the weekend, and then you carry it on to Monday. Now, I'm not saying that this album won't go further than that Monday, and it won't take over the entire month of August. It probably will, but definitely for most people who are on my Snapchat and on my Twitter and who know me and know my power of influence over our school, like I said, I'm just trying to give people an album that, in certain ways they can relate to, and in certain ways can get them into the back to school vibe and feeling and emotion of, this is going to be a great day, this is going to be a great, fantastic year, and this is going to be lit, and we're going to own this, and so forth and so forth. So that's the top reason why, even though it's not titled the Back to School album, like the actual Back to School album is releasing in September, but the reason why I'm releasing another project a stopgap project on August the 10th instead of releasing the straight up Back to School album is because of the fact being, like I say, all the songs on the Back to School album I don't even have written yet, and then I don't even have, and then like half the album is recorded. But I think I'd rather take more of my precious time to really make sure the Back to School album is everything it's supposed to be, rather than go ahead and just forcing it out there for you all, and things get a tad bit jumbled up, and I guess, really don't know other terms to really, or any other terms to really, like, I guess it's just the fact being, like, 'cause I just want more time to perfect it is a better way of saying it. I just really want more time to perfect it. So I want to give you guys an album on August the 10th that will hold you as a stopgap project to definitely, whether you ride the bus, drive, or walk, you can listen to and be excited about as you're heading to school. That will get you into the back to school vibe. That will get you into, this is going to be a great year vibe. So forth and so forth. So that's the reason why I'm so passionate about dropping a project on August the 10th, because this is a great thing for my school and a great thing for me as an artist and a great thing for everybody that goes to my school. That is definitely right now the newbies who are yet to know me. This is a great way to introduce myself to them as the ambassador and as a rapper and a musician, period. This is a great way to introduce myself to them as, hey, I got a new project out, that released on the day we went back to school, that you all can, listen to, and hopefully it'll get you into that back to school vibe. Like, I think it's a perfect way of reintroducing myself, or not really reintroducing myself, but really to the newbies, I think it's a good first introduction to all the newbies, and even to people who have already known me for like the last year or two. It's a good way to continuously, help their feelings on the year, and as well, not only help their feelings on the year, but as well, I guess, want to promote it more to other people, so we can spread the love and have a great school year, so forth and so forth. But 7 minutes into this video, so this is pretty much most of this video has been, I guess you could say, I wouldn't even know what to title this video, honestly. Stopgap project, probably stopgap project. But let's get into the sports, shall we? Marrone concerned about Blake Bortles' 5 interception practice. Blake Bortles, I love you. I'm a fan of you. You can probably go back to 2-3 months ago on this channel when I talked about how I know the reason why they drafted you is because you was, at least in that draft, you were the closest thing that we were going to get to a hometown prospect, since they didn't want to sign Tebow. You were the closest thing that we were going to get in that draft to a hometown prospect. But due to know that you supposedly took an entire offseason to work on your mechanics, very much is disappointing to know that you did that and yet you still came back into your practice throwing 5 interceptions. That's very disappointing to know. Now, I'm pretty sure even you know it's disappointing, but I'm telling you this, I hope that, this upcoming season is way, way better, because I'm telling you, I'm still a fan of you, but I was on record on my Twitter account saying that the Jaguars should have drafted Nathan Peterman, and Nathan Peterman is, again, that's a direct hometown guy from Jacksonville. That's a direct hometown guy from Jacksonville, went to Barton Show High School in Ponte Vedra, I believe, so direct hometown guy pretty much. So I am on record that that's who they should have drafted. I don't know why they didn't draft him. They really should have drafted him. And since they didn't, the good thing is we still got Brandon Allen. That's the good thing. We still got Brandon Allen if Blake Bortles ends up, I want to say having I'm going to say the first 5 or 6 or 7 games. I'm going to say the first 5 games if he has a bad start for at least the first 5 games. At least we got Brandon Allen. But Blake, please don't take this as I'm completely saying that, you're going to do bad and I'm completely just, bashing you, because I'm really not. I'm just saying to know that you spent an entire offseason working on your mechanics and now, 5 interceptions in one practice versus your own defense. Because usually if you can't beat your own defense, what does that say about other defenses? And who am I kidding? Your defense got they had a lot of new pieces to your defense this year. They had a very, very well-known players to your defense this year. So maybe that explains again why it was a 5 interception practice for you. But again, it's still a level 100 for you. You know, there's still faith in you. You can still do and accomplish some great things. So I am definitely still hoping that this upcoming season for you is exactly what you hoped it would be and exactly what it should be in a successful season for you. But just to let you know, I'm just saying, man, 5 interceptions in one practice, dude. If I was a coach, I would have benched you or trust me, even if it's Tebow, I'm not gonna let him throw 5 interceptions in practice and think he's gonna be our starting quarterback. I love Tebow. I'm one of the biggest Tebow supporters you'll ever find. But even for Tebow, I'm not going to let him throw 5 interceptions in one practice and think he's going to be our starting quarterback. Like, you can compete, but dude, like I say, how many other guys do I have in camp that that aren't going to make those type of mistakes, especially when you were touted to be doing off-season work with your mechanics. Like, come on, man. You understand my big point, Blake. I'm pretty sure you understand my big point. God bless you on more life, more blessings, more success. And just know, I'm just saying, because if you were my quarterback, quarterback as if I was the head coach or the GM, I guess definitely head coach, and you threw 5 interceptions, I definitely think there's a problem with that, and most definitely I would bench you or cut you right there. You would be cut right there. I'm sorry. I'm not even joking. I'm one of the biggest Tebow fans you'll ever meet, and even if Tebow threw 5 interceptions in practice, he would get the same treatment. The same exact treatment. Like, Tim, you're killing me here, man. 5 interceptions in one practice? So, like I say, let me try to read some of this article, because this really is obviously going to be a 15-minute video. Just to let y'all know once again, so the new album coming out on August the 10th. It is definitely an album to get us back in the back-to-school mood. The actual back-to-school album will hopefully be coming out in September, sometime in September. But this is definitely an album. August the 10th, to get us back into the back-to-school mood for kids that already know me. This is something that, you can continuously spread. Spread around the school for kids that are new to me. This is a great way to, I think, introduce myself to them as being a musician, saying, hey, back to school album, not back to school, saying, yo, this new project came out, what do you think about it? So forth and so forth. So, like I said, August the 10th, by the grace of God, I can get this album out to you all. 13 minutes into this video. Hopefully I can get the album out to you, and, more albums coming soon. It's probably 5 more albums this year. And this album that I'm releasing on August the 10th is a part of that album and part of that timeline. So 5 more albums most likely to be released, and so on and so forth. But I'm not going to read word for word what this report says, but it does say that Bortles threw 5 interceptions during practice, one of which was returned by Telvin Smith for a touchdown. The reporter says that Bortles' performance was one of the worst practices of his career. And then it says the signal caller spent the offseason working on his mechanical issues in hopes of streamlining his throwing motion. Saturday's disaster is a reminder the 25-year-old still has a ways to go. Dude, this is your 4th year in the league, and you throw 5 interceptions in one practice. This is your 4th year in the league, you throw 5 interceptions in one practice, and you mean to tell me that you was working in the off season to, retool your mechanics? Again, I do hope that you have a good preseason and a good regular season, because honestly, that one practice is proof enough to me that, you know,